shampoo for hair that shines its brightest, and Tide for the cleanest clothes in town present Bert Ilstrom, creator of Kukla, Ollie, and all the Kuklapolitan players with Fran Allison in Kukla, Fran and Ollie.
Well, hello, garden lovers all over America. It's certainly nice to be with you again today. And here is your old philosopher of the soil, Fletcher Rabbit. Oh, thank you, Miss Allison, to keep your giggles to yourself.
Excuse me, Fletcher.
Tonight marks a very definite period in our gardening habits. Yes, we have all come to the end, or nearly the end, of a wonderful season of gardening, and I hope that you gardeners at home with your little window box gardens and your little gardens in the backyard have enjoyed working with the little flowers, les petites fleurs, as we say in France. Well, not as we say, as people who go to France say, or live there say. I hope you... Where was I? I became so involved in my metaphor. Oh, I hope that you folks there have enjoyed working with your plants and vegetables as much as I. Hasn't it been a pleasure during the summer to see things spring out of the ground which you never expected to grow, like ragweed and poison ivy? But then we must all take the good with the bad, mustn't we? Well, I don't know why we must, really, frankly, but it just seems a sort of rule. And so, as I say, I suppose the ragweed has a certain reason for being here, and the poison ivy, though for the life of me at the moment I cannot see what reason. Well, sir, we certainly have had a delightful summer. Here in Chicago, it has been cool all this fall, cool but sunny, and a very charming season. Now harvest time is upon us, and it's time for us all to harvest our thoughts, as well as our plants. And so, while you are pulling up the last carrot, and the last melon, and plucking the blossom from the little fall chrysanthemums that are blooming now and soon to bloom more, think to yourself what it has meant to you to grow this garden this summer. Are you thinking? Well, that's nice. I'm thinking too. Blisters, backache, dirt under the fingernails, but it's all worth it, every bit. Now, I hope that all of you have raised a wonderful crop of pumpkins and melons to brighten up the fall season. Soon we will gather leaves from the trees and put them in our vases or vases, whichever you prefer, and we will have our little harvest celebration. And next year when we get together again, meanwhile this winter I will talk to you about indoor gardening and what you can do with ivy and potted plants around the house. But during that time, we will not have outdoor gardening, those of us that live in the temperate zone, because the ice and snow will have fallen. Pardon me. So, next year we will get together in the springtime, and we will philosophize again about the soil, about the birds, and the trees. And I will sing a little song to you that I sing every spring about happy harvest. I always start it with a sort of howdy neighbor, and a Jack Fashionado. Howdy, neighbor, happy harvest. May your 40 acres soon be fields of clover. Yes, indeedy, plant a wish with every seed, and by, the sun and rain will make an etching of a million little green fingers stretching to the sky. Howdy, neighbor, happy harvest. Get your rocking chairs, for all your cares are over. Clap your hands and lick your chops, your bumper crops are on the climb. Hey, we're gonna roll in plenty, spend 5 or 10 or 20, and those happy harvest bells are gonna chime. Remember, neighbor, when you work for Mother Nature, you get paid by Father Time. Chicks are gonna cackle, and every burlap sack will be full of taters and tobaccos and dozens of different young unhealthy greens. And if the weatherman won't upset us, mister, you can bet us there'll be lots of crispy lettuce in your jeans. Howdy, neighbor. Happy harvest. May your 40 acres soon be fields of clover. Yes, indeed, plant a wish with every seed, and by, the sun and rain will make an etching of a million little green fingers stretching to the sky. Howdy, neighbor, happy harvest. Get your rocking chairs, for all your cares are over. Clap your hands and lick your chops, your bumper crops are on the climb. Hey, we're gonna roll in plenty, spend 5 or 10 or 20, and those happy harvest bells are gonna chime. Remember, neighbor, when you work for Mother Nature, you get paid by Father Time. Howdy, neighbor. Happy harvest.
Well, happy harvest to you, Eddie. Well, didn't know you were going to be on our show. I knew you were going to pass through town, but I had no idea you were going to be on the show.
Eddie?
Yes, Eddie. Oh, well, my gracious, I worked on the show with you, kid. Don't tell me I have to call you Mr. Cantor.
Bula, why did you think I was Eddie Cantor?
Why, anybody, you can't hide yourself with those ears and that hat. I know who you are. Howdy, neighbor. Happy harvest. Anybody can tell that just a mile away. Welcome back again, dear.
Fran,
Yeah.
we have a visitor.
What you want, Fletcher?
We have
Hi,
a visitor.
Bula.
Hello, dear.
How are you?
Fine.
Where's the visitor?
Right here.
Well, Bula isn't a visitor.
No, you are. Have you met? This is Miss Allison, Mr. Cantor.
Oh, Bula, not today. This has been a kind of a hard day.
Why? What's happened?
Well, just a lot of things.
I just pulled up with my last carrot.
I lost my glasses. Where did you find yours?
What? Oh, I was just fitted for them. Don't you think they're nice?
They're beautiful.
Yeah, I was having so much trouble recognizing people everybody was kidding me about and everything. And I thought, well, my gracious sakes, I'm going to get myself fitted out with some glasses. So I did.
Mm-hmm.
How you like 'em, Eddie?
Eddie?
Yes, Eddie Cantor.
Oh, Bula, please,
Sure.
no.
Howdy, neighbor. Happy harvest. Anybody knows that.
Never mind, Fletcher.
Look at those eyes.
This is the old philosopher
See?
of the soil.
See the eyes? What'd you say?
This is Fletcher,
The old what of the soil?
philosopher.
Oh, great. Heavens. Thought it was Eddie Cantor all the time. It was Clint Ewell. Well, good luck, kid.
Bula, where'd you get your glasses?
Hmm?
Where did you go for your glasses?
10-cent store.
Well, Bula, I don't think you should.
Well, I
do
didn't
this.
get them there.
Well, where did you get them?
I got them.
Oh, but they can't be very good if you can't see through them.
I can see through them.
But you don't.
Can you see through them?
Well, yes,
Well, I
I can.
can see through them, too, just as well.
But that isn't
They're
the
two-way.
Well, certainly they're two-way. All glasses are two-way.
No, some of them have mirrors on the outside.
Well, but not white glasses. Those are dark glasses.
Well, these aren't white glasses. They're clear.
Well, no, they aren't. I mean, they're
How do
not.
I look? Do my eyes look any better through them?
No, Bula, I don't really like them very well.
You don't, huh? I think they're pretty good. You look fine.
Well, I am
about
fine.
the same you always look.
Well, why shouldn't I? look just the same.
Well, I just wanted through glasses and everything, you know.
Bula, are you sure you need them?
Well, everybody said I did. They said, get glasses, Bula.
What did the doctor say?
What doctor?
Well, where you went to get the glasses?
I didn't get the glasses from a doctor.
Where did you get
It'd be a
them?
pretty silly thing, taking a pair of glasses from a poor doctor.
Oh, Bula. You're supposed to go... People study for years in order to be able to help other people to see.
You do?
And then they fit the glasses. You don't just look through any old piece of glass.
No, I'm not looking through any glass at all.
There's glass in those glasses.
No!
There is so too, Bula. I can see it.
I took them out. Why, there is, isn't there?
Well, certainly.
Heavens, that's all wrong. These will reflect in the camera.
I don't think so.
Oh, sure they will. That's why I couldn't recognize Fletcher. Gracious sakes. Well, that's no wonder. But you look very nice.
Well, thank you, Bula.
Although I don't understand why in the world you're standing on your head.
On my head?
Yes.
I'm not standing on my... I never could stand on my head. I always wanted to, but never could.
Through these glasses, you're standing on your head.
Well, you better take those glasses back.
Think I should? I came up here for a reason, though.
What's the reason?
I want to discuss something with you,
All right.
if I may.
Well, you may if it's sensible, but you're kind of...
Silly?
Well, not silly, but you're just kind of flighty today.
Well, I couldn't help it. I had another phone call.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm. You know, the Duke, not the Count, the Duke.
The Duke.
He was at that party in Venice.
Mm-hmm.
He won the grease pole climb.
He did.
Fabulous party. Went without me.
Well, Bula, how could he do anything else? You weren't there.
He didn't have to go. He could have sacrificed himself. I don't go every place.
You go everywhere you're invited. Most everywhere.
I'm not invited very many places anymore.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
But that's not why I came up to talk to you.
Well, all right.
I came up to talk to you because I understand that you're going to explain daylight savings time to me.
Oh, Bula, no, I had no such intention, really.
Hello, Fran.
Hello.
That was one of the things left over in our list yesterday. You know that
Well, I know, but you said
Hello,
that it
Bula.
wouldn't
Hello,
matter.
Dolores.
Bula got some new glasses.
Oh, how nice, Bula. Well, they look just grand on you. How do I look?
Fine. Just fine. Oh, you're Ollie. Yes. Yes. How are you? Nice to see you again. Gracious sakes. Blood all rushed your head that way.
What way?
She thinks you're on your head. She sees everybody upside down.
That's better.
I don't know how long I can keep this up. Oh, Fran,
Yes.
I told Bula that you would explain daylight savings time to her.
When?
Now.
I'm waiting.
Well, what is it, Bula, that you don't understand about it?
I'm waiting. Hmm?
What is it you want to know?
Well, I understand it. But somebody said I didn't. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I understand it.
Well,
Well, you know, the trouble you had with plane schedules the other day.
I didn't have any trouble. They just don't know what they're talking about, that's all. 1 minute they say, well, you're leaving at 6:15, New York time. No, they say you're leaving at 7:15 New York time. And I said, well, what time do I leave Chicago time? And they said, well, you're not leaving from Chicago. I said, no, I know I'm not leaving from Chicago. I'm leaving from New York.
Well, but you weren't in New York. You were here.
I know, I was in New York at the time. This
Oh.
was on vacation.
I see.
And so I said to them, no, I know I'm in New York. You don't have to tell me that, miss.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't get smart with me, miss, I said. And so then she said, well, what do you mean? I said, well, what I mean, what time would I be leaving Chicago time? And she said 6:15.
Well, I guess that's right.
7:15 New York time.
Well, that's right.
Yes, well, I come back. I was here in Chicago. I was going back for a weekend to New York.
Yes.
And I said, my plane was for 6:15.
Yes.
And I said, what time is that Chicago time?
Yes.
She said 7:15.
Well, she couldn't have said that.
I said, what time is that in New York time? She says 8:15. Now, what I want to know is, what time is it?
excuse me, girls.
Well, Bula, as long as you went and came back...
What is daylight saving? I don't understand it. Why is New York time? I mean, why?
Well,
What time is New York on?
Daylight saving time.
What time are we on?
Daylight saving.
Why is there an hour's difference?
Well, because there's always an hour difference between here and New York.
Why?
Well, it seemed like a good idea when they set it up. I don't know, Bula. It just is.
I don't know why they picked you to explain this to me. You don't know any more about it than I
Well,
do.
yes, I'm not confused.
Who's confused?
Well, you are.
I'm not at all. I'm not a bit confused.
Well, I think you are.
Well, I'm not at all. If
Well-
you take that attitude, I'm going to leave, that's all.
Well, I don't expect...
Well, I'm going to. Stand out of the way, please. I'm leaving.
Well, she never even went past me. Bula!
What?
Now, come here.
What?
Come here.
Why?
Well, just because.
You're out, dear, over here.
Well, you don't belong over
Why,
there.
you do, dear. My, how the stage is shrunken.
Bula, come back here.
Haven't we always been good friends? What are you doing?
I just want to know where I stand. Yes, we've been very good, Francis.
Are you going to let something like a clock come between us?
No.
Why did you walk away that way then?
It's hurt.
Well, you couldn't have been hurt because I didn't say anything to hurt you. I wouldn't do that. You know I wouldn't.
Sorry.
And if you're going to take that attitude, I'm going to leave.
I'll go to my room. That's what I'll do. Oh, don't stand there staring at me. You either. I'm going to my room. Must have raised that step. Oh, here they are. Yes, right down here. What? Oh! Oh! Help! Oh! Oh!
Oh, Bula, it's only me.
Heavens! Thought it was a big wolf.
Fran, I'm awfully sorry I got you in.
Well, that's all right.
If I could get you out, I would, but I don't think I better get into it at all. Because I'm just as confused about daylight savings time as you are.
I'm not confused.
Who's confused? Are you confused, Jack?
I'm confused also.
Well, that's too bad. Kook!
What?
Kook, do you know anything about... What are you looking at?
You're biting your tooth.
I'm not either.
Ollie, I think you ought to have your tooth looked at.
What do you mean?
It doesn't seem to have the sparkle that it used to have. It's a little dull.
Really?
It's not quite as zippy. Do you think so, Fran?
Pardon?
His tooth. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Fine,
What's the
thanks.
matter with your tooth?
He says it doesn't look as bright as it used to.
Well, I think it looks fairly bright, but it's kind of leaning a little.
Leaning?
Well, it doesn't...
Which way?
Back.
Back.
It couldn't lean back.
Well, but it looks...
I-
See?
It does. It sort of... It
Yeah.
catches. I'm biting my own tooth. Heavens! I'm biting my own tooth.
Oh, dear, now he's going to get in a state. Won't that be awful?
Dear, everybody's upset today. It's very
Oh, it's
confusing
been kind of a strange day, and it's such a pretty day to start with.
Yeah, Fletcher's so busy. He was digging up the garden and
Yeah.
finishing the last carrots and things. And, oh, he's got some wonderful autumn flowers still blooming now.
I know he has.
They're
He's
just
taken
beautiful.
wonderful care of his garden.
Just wonderful. Hello.
Hello, madam.
Hello, dear. How are you? Would you help me, dear?
If I can.
Francis, I'm going to do the Dream commercial on radio.
Oh, that's
Yes,
nice.
I've been asked to, and I just would like to practice just a little bit. Do you mind? No, go right ahead. Do you want me up here, or would you rather I leave? Well, you could help me, dear. You could bring up the Dream shampoo bottle. Would you do that for me? Certainly. Why do you need a Dream shampoo bottle on radio? I mean, it won't be seen.
Well-
Why? You understand, don't
Well, you have a greater feel of it, I think, if you actually have the product there and talk about it. Yes, I think that's a good idea.
Certainly. Oh, all right.
When are you going to do this?
Right now, dear. Oh, you mean on radio?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I'm auditioning.
Oh,
It's
that's
this way. There.
What do you plan to
Is that
say,
all right?
first of all?
Well, just a moment now. No, I think it should be just a trifle. You really should get the stagehand to move that for you, you know.
Oh, I don't think just a bottle of green.
Oh, prop, you know. Have to be very careful. Might be little repercussions.
Well, let's hope not. Go on, Madam Oglepuss.
Well, I want to talk to the girls, you know, when I talk. And I'm going to say, my dears, I want to tell you about Drene shampoo. Drene.
I'll pretend I'm listening to you on radio.
All right, well, you did. Did you get Drene? Spells Drene. Now, to begin with, every girl wants shine for her hair. Glowing, gorgeous shine. And most of you girls like to shampoo your hair once a week. I know I do. Don't you, Fran?
Oh, definitely.
Well, that's the beauty of Drene. You can shampoo your hair as often as you like. Drene never dries it out. Never. Never. And it leaves your hair not only silky, but utterly, divinely dazzling. Shine, my dears. Why, so many of the rising stars on television and on Broadway use Drene shampoo. Their hair must shine before the camera and on stage. So you be a rising star yourself and see how you can shine. Yes, use Drene for silkiness, for softness, and for that perfectly beautiful shine Drene's famous for. Remember, rising stars choose Drene shampoo. Why don't you?
You.
You? Why don't you? I know where I was mixed up. I was rhyming it with chew instead of shampoo.
Well, it's
all right,
wonderful.
Kukla.
It's just wonderful.
I thought that was very nice, Madam.
Didn't she do well?
Very, very nicely. You think it was all right, really did?
Well, certainly. I think you probably get a lot of such jobs.
Well, I hope I passed the audition.
Well, and you look the part, too.
You think so,
I
dear?
certainly do.
I have that green shine, you know.
You seen Beulah's new glasses?
Heavens, she's not wearing glasses. Impossible.
Stop past and see her.
All right, I'll do that. See you later, dear.
Bye.
Goodbye. Ah! Well, she screamed at me.
Well, try it again.
I'm afraid to, dear. Now, why did you? I just looked in her dressing room. She screamed. Ah! Go away from me! Ah! Frankenstein's loose! Ah! Ah! Frankenstein's loose! The monster's out! Hoo-hoo! Fred!
Bula.
Beulah, Beulah. Ah, Beulah.
Take off the glasses, Bula. Just take them off.
Well, that's better. I enjoy it. Gee, it's nice to see you again, dear. Just love to see you. You're a fine assistant director.
I guess it's better that way. What do you think, Fran?
I hope so.
I don't really know. Better with or without the glasses, I can't tell, but at least I don't have to stand on my head when she doesn't have her glasses on. Fran, I'm worried about my tooth. I'm going to see an orthodontist.
Are you really?
Yes, this very minute.
Well, you do it.
Because I just want... Do you know any good ones?
No.
Well, I'll ask Jack. He's been having several sessions with the dentist lately.
Well, he'll be able
Yeah,
to tell you.
I'll check with him.
Okay.
Fran, dear,
Yes.
just talking to Fletcher, he was hoping to have a big conversation about vegetables and plants for next year, and I told him to wait a little while.
Well, he had a conversation with everyone at the beginning of the show, I know.
Well, I know. He sort of summed up the gardening for the year. And I thought maybe, instead of doing that, maybe I could get him to do something else. I don't know just
Well, please
what.
do, because I think I've heard all I want to hear about carrots and little
This
flowers. Yes, this year.
I think we could, well, give it up. Close the book.
What could we do? Maybe we could interest him. In the wintertime, he usually goes back to his music.
Well,
Do
maybe,
you think maybe he'd help?
maybe we could have a little jam session or something.
I'd love that.
Fletcher, would you like to have a little jam session?
Certainly. Get out the bread.
Oh, no, no.
Fletcher, no. You know, music, playing playing in the band.
Oh, that'd be fine. Would Francis sing? Would you sing, Francis?
Yes.
Wait, I'll get my traps.
So easily persuaded. Oh, good.
I'd be glad to do something from the Bohemian Girl, too, if you'd like.
No, not today.
I got the brushes. See, what do we do? Something like, how about snap your fingers?
Snap your fingers.
Let's see, I think I'll start on this, don't I?
Well,
Nice
it's
and
up to
easy.
you.
Well, all set?
Don't
You
rush
bet.
it. All you gotta do is snap your fingers. I'll be there. All you gotta do is clap your hands, and I'll come running anywhere. All you gotta do is give a whistle. I'll be at your feet. And if you should wonder, do I love you? There's a very simple little test. All you gotta do is snap your fingers, and I'll do the rest. Snap your fingers. Clap your hands. Give a whistle. And if you should wonder, do I love you? There's a very simple little test. All you gotta do is snap your fingers, and I'll do the rest.
All you gotta do is snap your fingers.
Oh, good, it worked.
It does work, Francis.
Why, certainly.
Oh, that was nice. I like that.
Oh, well, now we have to get some more numbers. You're doing very well.
That's wonderful, Fletcher. You were very good.
Mhm.
I wish that I could handle the brush and that you would soften it. I like to do some of the rhythm.
Well, we could try
Well,
that,
we can
too.
change around.
You have to do a little faster.
You're not softening it properly.
Well, we're trying to coordinate. It doesn't. We'll have to practice on
Sure.
I like
that's all.
I like to play on the bells and the drum.
Well, we'll get a
I'll
whole
tell
new
you, I'm
set.
going to practice tonight. This opens a whole new world for me. Yes, all you gotta do is
I wish he wouldn't
snap
go
your fingers.
start things with such a vengeance.
He does go at it kind of a will in a way,
Oh, a
doesn't he?
great one. A
Well,
great
I'll
one.
work with him later. Fran.
All right, honey, now see you.
Yeah. Oh, before we go, Fran, remember, for hair that shines its brightest.
Use Dream shampoo.
Fran knows you use Dream shampoo for hair that shines its brightest. And she also knows you get the cleanest clothes in town with Tide.
I wear the cleanest clothes in town, the whitest, brightest ever. Will any soap wash clean as Tide? 1,000 times, no, never. You get the cleanest wash in town with T-I-D-E, Tide.
Yes, Tide gives you the cleanest wash in town, because Tide is the amazing miracle that not only gets ordinary dirt out of your clothes, but also leaves your wash free from dulling soap film. Why, hundreds of laboratory tests prove that Tide just plain gets clothes cleaner than any other washing product sold throughout America. And millions of you women have seen the Tide miracle. In the cleaner clothes your children wear, in the cleaner sheets and towels in your linen closet. So next wash day, rinse out a Tide wash, the cleanest wash in town.
Tide gets clothes cleaner than any soap.
Any soap?
Yes, any soap. You get the cleanest wash in town with T-I-D-E, Tide.
The musical director of Kukla, Fran and Ollie is Jack Fascinato. The producer is Bula Zachary. The director is Louis Gomovitz. The costume designer is Joseph Lockwood. And the technical director is John Natalie.
No, Burr Tillstrom. No, Burr.
Kukla, Fran and Ollie has been brought to you from Chicago by Tide for the cleanest wash in town and Dream Shampoo for hair that shines its brightest.
NBC Television.